We are in the season of love. Valentine's Day is just right up the corner and I am feeling nice. I'm not been in the dating scene at all. I've never dated anyone. I have tried to confess my love to a lot of people before, and sure, rejection happens, and it used to hurt a lot. I want to tell you the story of how I deal with rejection, but that will be for another day. Right now, I just want to focus on love and how everyone has different sets of love languages. Because last year, I read the 5 love languages because I would get into conversations with people and they will ask me, oh, what's your love language? Do you know what are the 5 love languages? And I would say, well, I just know that I am a hugger. Therefore, I'm someone who likes physical touch. But clearly, after reading the book, that is not true. I am a person who likes quality time. And that is something that I've learned about myself. Yeah. The 5 love languages. We have physical touch. We have words of affirmation. We have gifts. We have acts of service. And we have quality time. Yeah, those are the 5. And one thing that I started to ask a lot of people, especially the people that I work with, I learned this from one of the leaders for one of the podcasts I was listening to. I don't remember, it was a long time ago, but this person was saying that, hey, you should read the 5 love languages. And this was like a business thing. So I was like, whoa, really? And he said that he would ask his employees and people that he worked with, how would you like to be loved? And I think that's such a beautiful way to open a relationship, not in just a romantic way, but as people that we are working with. Because one thing that I learned long ago when I was trying to like people and love people was I was coming from a place of selfishness where I know what I like. I like gifts. Therefore, I would believe that someone else likes gifts. So I would go out of my way, buy gifts. And when I was 14, I was told that my flowers ended up in the trash. True story. But yeah, when I'm thinking about that, I came from a place of selfishness, thinking that this is how I should be loving someone. And that's not true, because someone else, if you don't communicate with them, everyone has their own set of love languages, especially people who kind of don't know their love languages yet. And this is where people feel very unfulfilled in relationships, not being heard, feel invisible. They don't feel like they are worth anything in the relationship because they are not, I'm talking from the perspective of the other person who is receiving. Yeah, sorry. The person who is receiving feels that, hey, whatever you're giving me is nice, but I don't feel like I am part of this relationship. I don't feel like I am needed here. I don't feel very validated. And I'm guilty about this. Now I'm talking about the person who is giving. You might be giving something that you believe that you like, the entire world likes, but it's not a one size fits all. Actually, it goes beyond the 5 love languages. There might be more than 5, but just based off this 5, sometimes we come from a place of we know it all, and we shouldn't. Therefore, a lot of relationships fall apart. And I see this in a lot of my friends who, they are giving a lot, but they feel, why is my partner not liking whatever I'm giving? This particular reason. You might not be listening. You might not be hearing it from their side. You might be closed off to think that, hey, I'm right, the world is all wrong, and therefore it should work my way. And that's the wrong way to go about it. That's where a lot of people start to cut us off. That's where a lot of people start to leave us because they don't feel loved here. But coming back to what I was talking about, I started to ask a lot of people that I start to work with, how would you like to be loved? And how would you like to be treated? How would you like to receive? What is your type of love language, if you know? If not, we'll try to figure it out. Because I don't want to be the guy to take it from me and say that, hey, I believe the best and I believe that this is what you would feel validated for. I want to know it from you. I want you to be heard, because while you are doing the work with me, for me, whatever, I want you to know that you are here with a purpose, but also you are needed and wanted here. And this is how I go about, not just, we were talking about non-romantic relationships there, but how I go about with other relationships in the future when I do start to like people and that kind of thing. I feel that my purpose in a relationship is to help this person become the best version of themselves as they're still discovering. I don't think that we need to be in sync with what we believe in, but the mentality of going into while we're still discovering ourselves individually, to be supported by your partner, is something that I have learned over time from trying to help the coworkers and people that work with me. How do I help them become the better version of themselves which they are discovering? So I'm thinking that that is something that a relationship is to keep fresh, because when I see a lot of my friends in relationships, they become stagnant because no one grows, no one changes. They like the person from the start because it was fun. It was a honeymoon, right? Get married, and then they say, well, life is so boring. We go travel to the same countries. We keep doing the same thing. And these people are like my age, you know. When I mean my age, 29 years old, sure, they have been married for like 4 years. And then I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their relationship. But based off conversations, this is what I hear. This is what I read from books. This is what I hear online. That if no one changes, and this ties back into being better human, that if you don't change over your lifetime, things become stagnant, things become boring. And that's where people start to close off themselves to their partner and to the people around them, because they don't feel validated anymore. They don't feel that this is fun anymore, because they themselves are not growing. They are not growing with the partner, or probably their partner is growing and they feel so left behind. They feel very insecure. That might get into a clash. And I don't want that in the future. So that's why I have sort of realized that I know what type of mentality and person I'm kind of looking for. Not exactly 100%, but with the proximity of me meeting a lot of people right now, or not meeting a lot of people, because I'm doing whatever video stuff I'm doing on a daily basis. I don't meet people, guys. I'm also not on dating apps anymore. I'm not out there, looking for people. So it's hard for me. But I'm completely fine with it. Let me just build my thing. Let me just get to know myself even more. I'm fine being by myself. It's not that in the past, oh, I'm so lonely that I need to go and find someone to fix me. Or, yeah, let's not talk about that. But that used to be my mentality back in the past, which has led me to learn that's not the right way to go about it. Life is to love. Life is for you to love, to enjoy, to you to explore, for you to grow, for you to take in and absorb. That is life. If you're stuck to the same place, you're stagnant, you're boring, life ceases to exist. Energy needs to go somewhere, and energy will just bounce off that stagnant place and go somewhere else. And that would be me. Yeah, now I know. But again, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Hopefully you got something out of today, and hopefully you can start applying it today. Recap, ask your partner or whoever that you're talking to, how would they like to be loved from their side? Listen to them, and hopefully your relationships can be even better, and see where they want to go, not just you. Don't keep driving the ship, guys. Go out there and learn to be open to any options. Try different. Don't try harder to love this person. Try different to love this person. Maybe they have something more that they always wanted to share. Maybe they wanted to go on an adventure with you, but you always say no. Try. Just try. That's all I'm asking for. And I will try different, for sure. Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm just very happy that all my friends are in relationship. Most of my friends are in relationships, and I'm very happy for them. Sometimes I tell them, don't invite me to your wedding because I'm going broke by just going to weddings and giving out包and stuff. But that's I don't mind. I'm there for the food, you know, guys. Anyway, it has been a great talk. As usual, go out there, start loving everyone, love yourself, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.